Have you been on an Easter egg hunt yet this year? In our community, they get all these eggs and they fill them up with candy and they hide them all over the place and have the kids go run and get as many as they can. And there's always a golden egg hidden, and if you find the golden egg, you get a special prize. I thought of that when I saw this. See, here's Gilbert, and he found a special egg. Look at that. So I thought, I wonder if they find a golden egg in their book. But this is called Last One In is a Rotten Egg. Yeah, that saying doesn't bring fond memories to me. It makes me think of whenever I was a little girl and we would be outside playing and somebody would yell, "Last one in's a rotten egg." And then I'd always feel like I don't want to be the rotten egg. Usually the person closest to the door is the one who says it because they don't want to be the rotten egg either. Anyhow, this is by Diane DeGroat, another wonderful Gilbert book. Let's see what happens. Here is Gilbert and Lola, his sister, and look, I think they're excited to see that little minivan coming up, or that car with somebody in there that they want to see. Gilbert and Lola were excited. Their cousin Wally was coming. They hadn't seen him in a long time, and they were looking forward to his visit. "He's here!" Lola shouted from the window. The door burst open, and Wally tumbled in. "Last one in is a rotten egg," he yelled. Uncle Gus appeared in the door behind him. "Hello, all," he said, picking up the umbrella stand that Wally had knocked over. Wally was much bigger than Gilbert remembered. He was almost as tall as Uncle Gus. "You're just in time for lunch," Mother said. "I made soup and sandwiches." "Last one in's a rotten egg," Wally shouted, running to the table. Gilbert walked quickly to his seat. Lola walked quickly too. They didn't want to be rotten eggs. Mother didn't care if she was a rotten egg. She carefully served the soup before sitting down. She said to Wally, "You'll have fun this afternoon. There's an Easter egg hunt in the park." Wally made a face and said, "Egg hunts are for babies." But Gilbert wanted his friends to meet Wally. "There's a prize if you find the most eggs," he said cheerfully. "And there's a prize if you find the golden egg," Lola added. "I'm going to look real hard and find it." "I'll go," said Wally, "but I still think it's stupid." Then he stuffed the last of his peanut butter sandwich into his mouth, saying, "Last one finished is a rotten egg." At the park, Wally didn't want to stay with Gilbert and his friends. He took a basket and headed for the starting line. "Your cousin isn't very friendly," Patty said. "He just wants to win," Gilbert answered. Gilbert wanted to win too, so when the whistle blew, he ran after Wally calling, "Last one up the hill is a rotten egg." They raced in all directions, looking under bushes and behind trees. "I found one!" Gilbert shouted from the bushes. "I found two!" Wally yelled from behind a tree. Patty and Lola searched the tall grass. "I can't find any eggs," Lola whined. "Look," Patty said, "there's one right by your foot." "I found one!" Lola cried. She proudly put the green plastic egg into her basket. Gilbert and Wally ran over to see if more eggs were hiding in the tall grass. Gilbert was anxious to find more because Wally's basket was almost full. Oh my, look at that. But Lola's basket was almost empty. Gilbert sighed and gave Lola some eggs from his own basket. "Thanks," she said. "Let's find more." Together they ran toward a patch of trees. Isn't he a nice brother? Oh. Suddenly Lola stopped running and shouted, "I see it! I see the golden egg up in that tree!" She stood on her toes, but she couldn't reach it. Neither could Gilbert. They needed someone tall. He called to Wally. "Lola found the golden egg, but we can't get it." "Oh," Wally said, "no problem." He stood on his toes and stretched higher and higher. "I got it," he shouted. "Yay, Wally," Gilbert said. Wally dropped the egg into his basket and walked off. Hey, Gilbert called to Wally. No fair. Lola found that egg. But I'm the one who picked it up, Wally said. Lola cried, I'm telling. But Wally just said, tattletale. The whistle blew. The hunt was over and everyone headed back to the starting line. Wally had more eggs in his basket than anyone else. He also had the golden egg. Wally said, I like egg hunts. Let's go see what the prizes are. Gilbert had an idea. You're right, he said. Let's go see. Then he shouted, last one down is a rotten egg. Wally took off and ran down the hill. I win, he said. When he looked back, Gilbert and Lola were still at the top, picking up all the eggs that had fallen out of Wally's basket, including the golden one. Oops, Wally said as he saw his empty basket. Oh, I think he might have learned a little lesson there, you think? For finding the golden egg, Lola won a beautiful sugar egg with a scene inside. For finding the most eggs, Gilbert won an Easter basket filled with chocolate eggs, cream eggs, and his favorite, marshmallow eggs. But Gilbert didn't feel right about taking the basket. He walked over to Wally and said, You really found the most eggs, not me. You should have the prize. Wally turned red. Maybe we could share it, he suggested. And they did. Oh, I think maybe they all learned a little bit of a lesson. Happy Easter. Wow, I enjoyed that. And I'm glad that they learned a lesson that, maybe they don't always have to be first. I think I saw that on the back of the book. Oh, is it always best to be first? I think it's better to share. What do you think? I'm glad they all got to share. Anyhow, I hope you have a happy Easter, and I hope maybe you find the golden egg, and maybe that you share. Talk to you later. Bye.